What's going on again, everybody? It's Nicky here, and I'm back with more beer reviews. Now, it's been a little while since I've done these. I've been wanting to get back into it, but just with, life and everything being crazy and just not having the time, I finally made the time to, start doing it again. And I figured what better way to kick off this review than with a beer that is by the same company, Ommegang Brewing, that I did my very first beer review video on back at college in NIU. And I think I made that video back way in like 2014 or 2015. But yeah, again, I figured let's get nostalgic and just kick it back to where we all started it off. And that first beer was the Take Back the Black Stout by, again, Ommegang Brewing. Now, I found this bottle on the shelf of the local beer store, which is where I like to source most of my craft beer. It's called the Beer Bazaar in Haynesville, Illinois. This video is not sponsored, by the way. The Rye Barrel Vanilla Stout. It is a limited release imperial stout with vanilla aged in rye whiskey barrels. As you can see, it's a rather stylish label. Lots of color, lots of pattern. I don't know, I just like it. I like how it looks. Asian New Riff Rye Barrel. So I guess that's a type of barrel that they use for aging rye whiskey. With that said, we have the introduction out of the way. Let's go ahead and crack this open and get this review rolling. To kick off this series, I'm going to be using my original Sailor Jerry spiced rum bottle opener that I got way back in college, which is when I also did the first video of this. And yeah, it's Sailor Jerry, so I still have it like 5-6 years later. It sits on our wine rack. Let's crack this puppy open. Boom! That is done. So just right off the bat, let's see how it smells. Okay, it's got some heat. Whew. You definitely smell that vanilla, and that barrel-aged aroma is in there as well. I'm both excited and like kind of nervous. Any barrel-aged stout I've ever had always has like a really pleasant bite on that first sip. So let's see how it is. I'm going to be using my 16-ounce pint glass that I use for basically all my videos and all my photos. First pour, actually it's going to be the whole pour, I think. This is a 16-ounce bottle. Let that head off a little bit. But I tell you what, that's a pleasant looking head on there. So we're going to start with our Astimo thing again, which is the appearance, the smell, the taste, the mouthfeel, and the overall impressions of the beer. Right off the appearance of it, as you can see, the head settled off a little bit from when I gave it a bit of a rough pour. It's basically pitch like incredibly dark brown almost all the way to being black. I mean, I can smell it right now. It smells delightful. And that vanilla rye whiskey barrel scent is there as well, like along with the appearance. As I just said, like I'm sitting here and I can smell it. Let's see how it tastes now. First sip, cheers. Ooh, that has a bite to it. And I tell you what, wow, that is intense. Like, you taste that vanilla, but that rye whiskey barrel taste is like the most prevalent thing in there. And that's basically the first thing that you taste, along with some of the vanilla. And then you also taste a little bit of the gentle maltiness that the beer is just made with. But I tell you what, man, that is quite a taste. Let's take another sip. Still definitely just that like rye whiskey barrel. It's like almost smoky too. The vanilla kind of like dances around with that smokiness, and then at the end of it you get that malty flavor. Yeah, like this is a hell of a taste and a hell of a beer. Wow. The overall mouthfeel of it when you take a sip is that it's bold, and it's not like a really thick stout would be. It's a little bit more on the thinner side of that body of liquid when you drink stouts. But it lingers as well. Like it's kind of like thick, and it definitely lingers and hangs out for a little bit. And overall, I definitely have to recommend this beer. This is freaking great. It's the Brewery Ommegang Rye Whiskey Barrel Stout beer. It was a limited release. Like I said, I found it at the local beer store that I love to go get all my crafts from. If you do ever find this, say at a store or wherever you might pick up your adult beverages from, I would definitely have to recommend you check it out. It's definitely worth it. It's a heck of a flavor. And yeah, that is this episode of Nick Rates Beer. I'm going to have to give this a 4. Definitely check it out. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video, what your favorite style of beer is, what it is that you look for when you're picking out beer at any store or whenever it is that you're looking for that next pint at the brewery. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe along for more if you do want to see more. Share it around too if you see fit with your friends and family, and just wherever. It helps me grow this channel, and I will see you all next time.